Hey guys, how you going? We're going to do something a little bit different for this reading. So we're going to do a pick a card. And this one's going to be about should I stay or should I go? So it could be to do with a relationship, most likely a relationship where you're having doubts or second guessing yourself. You're not sure what the situation is. So anyway, have a think about one of the four piles. Let me start again. One of the four piles, and pick whichever one that resonates for you or that jumps out at you. And then we'll get started and we'll start to look at things like what's the current situation with the relationship, what's causing doubts in the relationships, what lessons are coming up for us, and what's some advice on how we should proceed. All right, guys, get ready and let's start. Hey guys, welcome back. This is pile one for those of you who've picked pile one, and we're looking at should I stay or should I go? Let's see what we've got here. Beautiful. Okay. So we're getting the first card is the Blood Angel, and this is about a gift of life, of expansion and growth and energy and life force, right? But it's also saying to be open to receiving more. And in order to be open, you have to release what is not serving you. And it's about finding that balance. So one thing I'm getting with this too is that there's someone that's here that's ready, but they're scared of change. And Spirit's saying, don't make yourself too small, right? By holding on to the old stuff. Allow yourself to be open to what's coming in, because there are some beautiful, big, amazing energies that you probably haven't even thought about at this point in time. The other thing about this relationship, so what we're looking at now is what's the current situation with your relationship, is there may be challenges, but it feels like that it's something, these are challenges that you can get through, and that fulfillment in this relationship is more than possible. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Okay, beautiful. All right, so we've got marine life. So this is water energy as well, right? But this is about wishes being granted and fertility and new beginnings and starting new. And it brings me back to this card here, right? Is that how do we can't start anything new until we release the old. So think about what we have to let go of, but also getting here too that think outside the box with some of your problems, right? So that you're not doing things exactly the same way that you would do every single time over and over again, right? And expecting a different result, which is, what they call the definition of stupidity. So think about things differently and allow yourself to release the old and bring in that richness of life, that new beginning. This is saying your wishes are going to be granted. So this relationship I'm getting here is something that does fulfill you, that does make you happy. All right, beautiful. And look at this. We've got two cards that are 32. So 32 might be very important to you as well. It's a number, might relate to you. But this is, we're getting here and now. And this is saying be fully present in the moment. Okay. And I get that some of you in this relationship might be yearning for more. And you might not be fulfilled, or you might be looking forward and expecting things to go a particular way. And what I'm getting here is just to let go of all those expectations. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need, whether you're seeing that or not, right? So this is also about self-love and making sure that you're supported as well. Okay, and we're getting Emerald Tablet activation. Beautiful. Okay. So for those of you who haven't heard of the Emerald Tablets, the Emerald Tablets were Hermetic texts. They were sacred texts around like Egyptian and Greek texts, and they are well supposedly transported to Egypt around the time of the fall of Atlantis. And these texts were really about dialogues. They were dialogues between a teacher and a student, which gets me to thinking that this relationship here is like a teaching relationship. So you're both learning from each other. They're also the tablets were also based on alchemy. So it's like turning lead into gold, or transforming difficulties into wisdom, which is showing me more about, emphasizing more that this is a teaching relationship and that you can transform anything within this relationship by learning about it and growing from it. One of the most famous passages from the Emerald Tablets was, as you probably heard of all, is as above, so below, as within, so without, right? Which is about what we manifest on this plane. We manifest on all levels. So what we think about, we create. And it's just saying that, if we're in a space of lack, if we're in a space of sadness, that's what we're going to manifest on all levels in our lives. So the other thing I'm getting with this is potentially this could be a very spiritual connection. It could be, like a deep soulmate or a twin flame connection as well with this. Because, also you could be connecting to Thoth as well. Who was believed to be an ancient priest or king of Atlantis. So you could have, connect and resonate with Egyptian culture as well. So, but I'm getting for this relationship is definitely a teaching and learning relationship, and it is very spiritual. Okay, what else have we got? So we've got the Three of Shells, which is the Three of Cups, and we've got the Eight of Wands. Interesting. Okay, brilliant. So with the Three of Cups here, first off, I'll start with this one. I feel like potentially there could be a third-party situation in relation to this relationship. There could be, I'm feeling like this brings you a lot of joy, this relationship as well. And there is a lot of passion, right? The Eight of Wands is all about passion, intensity, high energy. And I feel like there is a lot of joy and a lot of passion that comes into this relationship. But I am picking up on potentially there are three people swimming in this relationship. It's not just about the two of you. So let's see if that resonates for you. Okay, so what we're going to look at next is what is causing doubts in the relationship. Okay. Right, and we're getting set it free and express gratitude. Yeah, I'm getting with this here, the set it free card. There's some fears about making your dream a reality. You might, if you are in a third party situation, you might be scared of making this change into this relationship. If you're the person that is the third party, or if your partner is the third part, the person in the third party relationship, they might be fearful of making this change. And the reason I'm getting that too here is because I feel that there's a real fear of judgment, of failure, and of rejection, right? And Spirit is saying, ask yourself, do you know this for a fact? Like, do you know for a fact that everyone's going to be against you, that everyone is going to judge you, that everyone is going to reject you. Because I'd say, yeah, it could be difficult, it could be hard, but I'd say you're probably making things worse in your mind than what they are, because you're allowing your fears to guide you. And Spirit's saying, let them go and spread your wings and fly. Fly with freedom and set your intentions and commit to your happiness, because it's about you being true to yourself. And I feel these doubts that are coming up, and we'll get to this one in a moment, is really about this fear, this real fear of judgment, failure, and I'm getting rejection as well. And with the expressed gratitude as well, we're getting this, relates back to the here and now. Here is there's this doubt of, is it going to come together? As there's a woman here that's birthing something new, and she's saying, is it going to come together as I expect it to be? And it also comes back to this. I'm in this situation of fear. I'm over analyzing things because I'm not sure if it's gonna come through as how I want it to be. And this is another subtle reminder with this card, that to just live in the moment and have gratitude for what you're experiencing, because you are experiencing some beautiful interactions with this relationship and so much learning and growth, right? With the emerald tablet as well, activation. And this is really important for this connection, is that you just live in this moment of gratitude and love, right? So there are key main doubts with this relationship. So let's look at what lessons are coming up for us to heal in this relationship. And we're getting rejection. Yeah, and we got this before. This is what came up with this card here. And it's like what we were talking before about, there's this fear. There's a fear of being rejected. You may have been rejected throughout your life for different situations. It could be from a family. I feel like there's been multiple times in your life that you've been rejected, and it's kind of kept your heart closed. And Spirit's saying, look, let's open that heart up again and learn from these lessons, but don't close yourself off to love because you're too afraid of what could happen. So yeah, very interesting. All right, on that note, I'm going to get some tarot, and we're going to find out what Spirit's advice is for you at this point. We might get a message card too as well. All right, let's get 4 tarot. 3 of Pentacles. Yep, so we've got another 3 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could be a third-party situation. And I'm getting here, Spirit is saying to you, make sure that you're aware of your self-worth. Make sure before you make any decisions that you are getting what you need, and that, you're not just being breadcrumbed or strung along here. What else have we got? What Spirit want to tell us? 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly. So where's the reciprocity in this? Where is the give and take? So if there is a third-party situation, you're probably not getting what you need out of this relationship. And I'm feeling this is potentially for, people that have picked pile 1 are potentially in this third-party scenario, and they're wondering, do I stay here? Do I hold it out? Or do I leave? What else? 4 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like there is a lot of healing here. And from these lessons I'm getting here, there's been a lot of lessons here. There could have been a rejection within the connection as well. That's being healed. I'm getting here there's rejection on both sides, which is interesting. Yeah, 9 of Wands. So someone here is trying to stay strong, trying to hold their defenses, trying to hold their line while they heal. But yeah, it looks like, and we'll get another card, but it looks like here that Spirit is saying, like, look back at what you need here. Look back and see if you're getting what you want out of this connection, because it has to ultimately be about you. Yes, your connection is 2 people, but if you're not both coming into it as whole, loving yourselves first before loving each other, you know, you're less likely to get what you need out of this. So let me get one more card. Okay, beautiful. My fearless freedom lights up the world. Yeah, be brave, guys. And this goes for both sides. If you are in a situation where you're concerned about what everyone else is going to think, screw it. You know, who cares? Don't worry about that sort of stuff. Just make sure, you know, obviously don't intentionally hurt anyone, but just make sure that you're coming from a place of love and compassion at all times, and you will not go wrong. All right, guys, I hope that helped. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and let us know if you like this new style of pick a card as well. Okay, take care. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to those who picked pile 2. And this is Should I Stay or Should I Go? Pick a card reading. So first up, we're going to look at what is the current situation with your relationship. Okay, beautiful. So we're getting a rise. And this is about, you know, being brave and, you know, just daring to believe and have hope and never giving up, right? So you might be going through a bit of a tower moment with this relationship. There might be some problems that are coming up as part of this relationship, but Spirit's saying to you just to that you will come through the other side of it and you will be better off. But you have to trust, and you have to trust that there's a greater pathway opening up for you. For some of you, you may have felt like you've been really downtrodden for a really long cycle, right? There could have been quite a lot of stuff coming up for you, but you know, we're being told here to arise and to step up because it's time now. You know, you've been in this space for long enough. What else? Storms, yeah. Yeah, your tower. Your tower, absolutely. So there's been, look at this lightning here, if we can see on here. This lightning striking, yeah? Really torrential. So, and it's also about clearing away the old, right? But we're definitely getting more tower energy. So for people who've picked number 2, it might be a bit tumultuous, this relationship that I'm getting. And I'm also getting that potentially this could end up with a very dramatic conclusion. So during this time, you just let go of what you no longer need. I also feel there could potentially be a connection to reading number 1 with these cards, with this tower situation. So if that does resonate with you, maybe just take a look at reading 1 and see if some of the messages in there are needed for you in particular. Okay, what else have we got? Exchanging gifts. Yeah. It's like there's some sort of trade-off in this relationship, or something needs to be traded in, or like getting rid of the old, bringing in the new. I feel like there's an opportunity to bring more of equal and balanced energy into this relationship, more give and take. And also, like what I was talking about before, is like accepting the beautiful blessings in this relationship and letting go of the old and opening up your heart to let love in. Okay, what else? Oh, beautiful. Chamber of the Violet Flame. Yeah, karmic release, radical transformation. And this is back here to these two cards as well, right? Because the violet flame is all about transformation. It's clearing away, and that transformation can create tower energy. Okay. And you know, I'm getting this visual of the phoenix that's rising from the ashes. So it's like sometimes you have to burn it all down in order to build it back up. And with this one, I'm also getting in this relationship that you have to release your fears around this relationship. You have to also release any fears you have around your outdated beliefs. All right. So it could be cultural, it could be family beliefs, etc. What else? Yeah, 9 of Cups. Let's move these up a bit. 9 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Yeah. I'm getting here with this relationship that it does make you ridiculously happy. There is a lot of wish fulfillment in this relationship. But you're also in a space that you're in your head, right? You're second guessing yourself. And I'm getting back to this Arise card about being brave and knowing that if you can push through this tower to get to where you need to go, this beautiful wish fulfillment will come in, and there will be reciprocity and exchange, a true balanced exchange of energy in this connection. But I'm just not seeing that yet, because there is stuff that needs to be cleared before this can move forward. All right, so let's look and see what are the doubts in the relationship. Okay, we're getting weave your reality and connection is necessary. Yeah, okay. Look, I'm getting here to with this connection is necessary that you may be in disconnected at the moment. You may be in a separation phase, not be communicating properly. And there are doubts about that, but, you know, Spirit is also saying make sure that, you know, if your partner that you're reading this for is going through this tower moment, give them the space in order to transform and transmute what they need to do as well, right? So, and trust in this connection. Trust here that when you get through this storm, that you know, there will be this beautiful connection and exchange of beautiful energies. But while you're in this space of doubting, you're creating more of that doubt in your reality. And this takes me back to this is with your reality, like you're creating this doubt. This doubt is not going to happen. You know, it looks, I can't see anything moving. I just feel like I should walk away. It's never going to come together, etc. These are the thoughts that are running through. And the other thing I'm getting here with this is to really take a look at your life, right? And understand if you are happy. So are you happy? Ask yourself the question, are you happy where you are? Because while this is all going on with your partner, you should be working at creating the best ever life for you, right? Get to your own wish fulfillment. Don't use this relationship as you know, like a codependency situation. Use it as two beautiful souls joining together because they choose to, but they're both independent of each other, right? So they can both function without each other. So create your own beautiful reality with this. So yeah, we're getting a lot of recurring messages here already, guys, for pile number 2. All right, let's look at what are the lessons coming up for us to heal in the relationship, and we're getting whole in the soul. Yeah. So the hole in the soul is about inner child wounds. It's talking about, and we talked about this before, right? It's talking about detaching with the violet flame here as well. So you might have had some situations as a child where you have had some conditioning and patterning that of parents' beliefs, your cultural beliefs, maybe spiritual beliefs that have been passed down to you, and you don't really resonate with them anymore, okay? Spirit's sort of saying here with this card that, are you wearing a mask? Are you not being the truth of who you are? And, it's time, like we got with this weave reality, it's time to find your own happiness and your own truth. And that might mean blowing away some of the existing connections in your life in order for you to be true to who you are. So yeah, there's potentially a lot of healing can be learnt from this connection if you're open to looking back at your childhood and just seeing what it is that no longer resonates for you. I'm going to get some tarot, and we're going to look at what Spirit's advice to me, or to you, sorry. What Spirit's advice to you at this point in relation to this relationship. Okay, we'll get 4. Right, Ace of Cups, yeah. Oh, I love Spirit. You can't make this stuff up, can you? Ace of Spirits, it's about, and this is what we're talking about, this is about self-love, self-empowerment here. It's time for you to really concentrate on yourself. Let these towers all fall as they may, okay? You might need to be pulling apart some things yourself on your side, but start to love yourself. Yeah, look at this, Queen of Cups. Bring in that beautiful self-love, that empowerment. For some of you, you've disconnected as well from your intuition. And I'm getting here, you're not listening to the messages that are coming through. You're not putting yourself first. You may have neglected or abandoned some of the things in your life that make you happy. What else? Yeah, you can't make this up. 5 of Pentacles. Yes, you've abandoned yourself effectively here. You've abandoned yourself. You've abandoned the love of who you are here. Oh, it makes me sad. Makes me sad. One more. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's time to start building your own solid foundation. It's time that you invested in yourself, right? And that might mean, I'm not saying forget about this connection or blow it away or whatever, but I'm just saying maybe put a pause on this connection at this point in time and invest in who you are and get yourself to a space where you've stopped self-abandoning, you've stopped self-sabotaging, you're starting to love yourself, you're understanding who you are. You don't give a shit about what other people think about you or their judgments about you. You're really creating a strong foundation for yourself. Beautiful. All right, let's get a message card as well. This one here. Yeah, look at this. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. Beautiful. Yep. Remove all this fear. And you know what? If this connection here to the other thing is, if this connection is meant for you, it will come back in for you. So I hope that helped you guys. Pile number 2. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up. It's a good exchange of energy. And let me know if you like this format as well. I'll do some more picker cards. Okay, talk soon. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to our picker card reading. And the question today is, should I stay or should I go? So this is for pile 3. And what we're going to ask first is, what is the current situation with your relationship? Okay. So we're getting, she offers the sacred wine to drink. Yeah, okay. So this is about, this relationship is like a gift from divine source, right? But with that as well, it's saying also that if you're, it's like we're giving you this drink to drink, but you must also be willing to become drunk, right? Let go of control. Allow source to guide you. Allow spirit to guide you. And let's, have a bit of fun with it and be open to what can come through, because there is massive potential in this relationship, but I feel there's a whole issue around control and needing to control. And there could be a very strong feminine energy within this connection that is a little bit fearful of letting go. Okay, what else we got? Breath, yeah. Yep. Okay. So it's like here too, give yourself some space and just relax and breathe. And for some of you, rethink the approach of like back at this again, controlling and holding on to this relationship. You can see this heart here. It's like holding on, waiting for this to happen. But just, let it go and try and not control this relationship. Wow, okay, so we're getting truth be told. I'm getting here that there may not be complete honesty and transparency in the communication in this relationship. And, it might be a little bit on both sides, but it could also be to do with this fear of this energy of control, right? Like if I say the wrong thing, they're going to persecute me, they're going to judge me, they're going to reject me, they're not going to love me, that sort of energy. And it's, it's time, Spirit saying it's time to be open and vulnerable about who you are and what you need. Like, let go of control, speak your truth, and listen to the other person in this connection. I feel like there may be some issues with communication in this connection. What else have we got here? Okay, we've got stellar gateway activation. Yeah, infinite potential manifestation vortex. And this links back with this, right? That this is a beautiful divinely guided relationship, divinely guided connection, because the stellar gateway is the highest of our chakras and it connects with the universal laws of creation and our lives' intentions and what we set before we're coming here to earth. So, it connects with a portal that's beyond time and space, and reminds us of the potential of everything. Anything is possible. So there are no limitations. So you might be, control is from a place of fear, and we might be needing to control this because we're thinking that it has to be done in a particular way. It has to, work out a certain way for you. But Spirit's saying, let go of that, because you're only seeing maybe 1/1,000,000th of the potential of what it can be, because this is a manifestation card. This is talking about, anything that you can think of can be manifested. There are no limitations, right? The only limitation is your imagination. What else? Yeah, the Hermit and the Six of Wands. Yeah. I'm getting here potentially there could be a situation where you are in separation. There could be a bit of ego in this relationship here, with the Six of Wands. But it's like you're, either one of you or both of you are going through this contemplation time, this quiet time. You know, you're trying to work out where you're at, which is a good thing. Because with this, you know, looking back to this truth be told card here, it feels like there's the communication is not really fluid, and it's not happening at the moment. You're more communicating with yourself and going within. And I'm also getting from that too is that by letting go of that ego of needing to connect, of needing to control this relationship, that you will have success of understanding more about who you are and, you know, the infinite potential of what you can manifest if you just let go of the reins a little bit. All right, so next one we're going to look at what is causing doubts in the relationship. Okay, and we're getting cause and effect. And a queen bee. Yeah. And like the cause and effect is about reactions and choices, you know, and everything happens for a reason. And it's like what we were talking here before about this manifesting is when we put all these control mechanisms around something, we're just creating more and more control. And control is a mechanism of fear. And that could be why, you know, there isn't this communication, because you've got that other person that is so fearful of saying the wrong thing, of doing the wrong thing around you, that they're just not saying anything at all. And that might be a hard message for someone to take in this situation. I'm also getting with this cause and effect here is that someone is feeling very doubtful about, is this going to come together? I'm still not hearing anything. What's happening here? And, you know, this is, as I was saying, this is universal law again, right? This is bringing what you're putting out, bring it back. It's the law of attraction 101, and that's part of manifestation, right? Is what we think, what we feel, what we do, we create more of. Yeah? And then we're getting this a queen bee. So this is another representation of divine feminine energy. I'm going to switch them around because this one more relates to this one here and that one relates to that. So there we go. So this energy here is about really strong divine feminine energy. And it's talking about, you know, let go of that control and step into that empowered energy where you're still trusting what will happen is for the greatest and highest good of all involved, but you're not trying to control the situation, control the energy. I'm also getting here that, you know, there might be, you know, like what we were talking before, this energy, this really strong empowered energy might be a bit confronting to someone else, and that could be causing doubts in the relationship as well. Because people struggle when they come across, if they're not confident in themselves. Let me start again. If they're not confident in themselves, they will struggle with strong energy. All right, so what do we need to heal? And what lessons are coming up for us to heal in this relationship? And we're getting procrastination. Yeah. Okay. So it's, you know, Spirit's saying here, stop putting things off. And there's an urgency to just take action here. It's like, what's the worst that could happen? And I'm getting really strongly here. What's the worst that could happen if you just let go? If you just release control? If you just put that energy of that control back into you, into creating your best and possible best life, you know, but leave some space for Spirit to come in and make it even better than you ever anticipated. Okay, let's get some tarot. We're going to look at what is Spirit's advice in relation to this connection. What's the advice at this point in time? We'll get 4 tarot. And I'll get a message card as well. Yeah, King of Cups. King of Cups. there might be a water sign involved in this connection, but primarily I'm getting here, pardon me, is to start loving yourself a little bit more, and to start empowering your and balancing your masculine and feminine energy within. We've got strong feminine energy here, and then we're getting a masculine energy coming through, and it might be, yes, you know what you want, you know who you are, you know what you need, but you're not taking action in any of these fields at the moment. Queen of Wands, yeah. We could have a situation here where we've got a masculine energy water sign and a feminine energy fire sign in the situation. Or this could just be, the Wands energy is taking action as well. So it could be balance these two energies, because we've got here, if you look at these two energetically, we've got a masculine energy which has feminine traits and a feminine energy which has masculine traits. And this is giving me more confirmation from spirit to say balance your inner feminine and masculine energies. What else? The Lovers. Yeah, this connection is quite spiritual. And there is a choice point here, because you can't continue to go on controlling the situation anymore. That's what this procrastination card is coming through. There is a choice point. You need to make a decision on how will you let that go and allow each of the parties to work on themselves and work on their own balancing of their own energies. What else? Strength, yeah. And sometimes it takes strength, what Spirit is saying here, sometimes it takes strength to walk away, to let it go, to not try and control the situation, to just trust and have faith that this will come together. All right, let's get a message card. Wow. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Yeah, connect into your feminine and masculine energy. Balance yourself. Allow yourself to feel love for you, and remove these fears of needing to control. And once you can do that, you can open up to this situation where, you're here just having this experience and loving all parts of you, all parts of the whole experience that is life, right? So some beautiful energies here for pile number 3, guys. So I hope that helps. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up, because it's a great exchange of energy. And also, please let me know if you like this format of reading, and we can do some more pick a card readings for you. Okay, guys, talk soon. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to our pick a card reading. Should I stay or should I go? This is for pile number 4. So see if this works for you. If not, you're welcome to have a look at any of the other piles and see how they resonate. So first of all, we're going to look at what is the current situation with your relationship. And we're getting Passion of the Wild Red Mother. And this is about, passion and fire and sensual, powerful energy. And it's talking about also this connection is could be really volatile, right? So you could feel really high highs and low lows, but also forget about your doubts and frustrations and fears, and start to bring in your passion and joy in this connection. It could also mean that you need to look at being a bit of a rebel in some situations. And this could be rebelling from some of the societal norms. You might have a connection here that is, not what people would classify as normal. There could be a massive age difference. There could be a cultural or religious difference, and many, many things, okay? So Spirit's saying let go of all of that suffering and struggle and embrace what makes your soul sing. So, do something ridiculous and have some fun. And if you need to rebel, do it from a space of loving defiance versus fearful anger. Right, so passion. Oh, look at this. So we're getting volcanoes. Yeah, this is a passionate connection. This is strong. And yeah, I'm getting passionate from both sides, right? So also there may have been some real doozies of fights with you guys as well. Okay, and it's saying allow the anger to flow through the right way though. So have the power to create you have the power to create or destroy, but allow that anger to flow through and just in a way that's not going to destroy. There's I'm keep getting here, look at this, all this beautiful fire energy. So we could be dealing with fire signs, 2 fire signs as well, or a fire sign within the couple. But this is definitely a passionate, powerful, strong connection here. What else we got? No place like home. Yeah, the first thing I get from this is this connection feels real. Like it feels authentic as well. And it might be that when you're in this connection, when you're feeling the joy, when you're feeling the passion, you feel more at home than you have in any other situation. And like I was talking here before about the rebellion and stuff like that, you mightn't feel at home in your current situation. There might be a mismatch of religion or culture or some conditioning and patterning that's coming up that doesn't resonate with you. And Spirit's asking you, where do you fit in and what makes you comfortable and feeling safe and at home? And I'm getting that relationship is what makes you feel most comfortable in who you are, and you're more likely to be yourself and your vulnerable, beautiful, strong and powerful self in this connection. Wow. Okay, we're getting Earth Star activation. Look at this. Anchoring, grounded, action, Isis energy. Look at this beautiful purple and red fire energy through all of these cards. Wow. Okay. So this is, for those of you that don't know, the Earth Star is the chakra that's below our feet, and it connects us to Mother Earth, right? And we're referring here to the beautiful Egyptian goddess Isis, who was a high priestess. And, her belief was the importance of staying grounded, grounding yourself to the earth. And I'm getting here too, with this passion, you can get lost in this connection. You can get taken away. It can really make you lose who you are. And you might need to ground yourself back into this reality as well, because when you find a place that's so like home to you, it can really destabilize where you are at that point in time. It might feel like that you need to let go of some of the stuff in your life, and embrace some of the parts of you that you've rejected in the past. But I'm also getting here that just don't go like crazy, like burst out like a volcano. Just don't rush with it. You've got time. Just trust in yourself. Know that you're strong and you can do this. Take the action and know that you can do this. Yeah, we're getting the World and we're getting the Emperor. Yeah, take the action. Yeah. 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 So, especially with this Emperor energy, it's confirmation here that you can do this. You've got the strength in you. You are powerful. You just have to step into that. And with the World card too, it will be coming to an end of a cycle, and there will be fulfillment coming into this relationship. But I feel there has to be a release here. There's got to be a release of these old patterns and old beliefs that no longer serve you, in order for you to really truly embody the truth of who you are here. And this is coming. I feel like this is really coming. This is sort of like an end of a cycle and a starting of a fresh. But yeah, this relationship has a very, very, very strong, powerful connection. All right, so what is causing doubts in the relationship at the moment? What's got here? Yes. Wow, okay. Stand up and fight. And yeah, okay, so this is what we were talking, exactly what we were talking about before. So stand up and fight and an unfair judgment. So, for some of you, what I was saying is where you're in a situation where you've grown up and you're currently in you might be a religious or cultural, like we spoke about before, or family patterning, where you feel like you can't really escape where you are now, but it doesn't resonate for you. And when you're in this connection, you're feeling like at home. And I feel like the doubts that you're having is you're feeling that everyone is going to judge you. And just understand that they're only judging because they're ignorant of the situation. So it might also mean that you need to release some things in order to bring an end to toxic situations, right? So it's using your good judgment, even if that is, a risk of you feeling rejected by your, I'm getting rejected by your community. Okay, but be strong here, because you are strong. You've embodied this Emperor energy. And the stand up and fight too, this is the same sort of thing. This is like standing up for yourself. It's like you're in this situation currently where you're home and you're feeling dismissed or unheard or oppressed. You're not being respected. You might even be feeling rejected and alone. And it's saying here, speak up for yourself and allow this joy and empowerment to come in. Like, think of this beautiful connection and how you feel so much at home when you're in this space, because you're allowing yourself to be your truth. You're not rejecting parts of yourself, right? And, this judgment is also on rejecting parts of yourself. You might have ignored parts of yourself which have been ignited by this connection. So, yeah, that's where we're getting with the doubts. All right, so let's look at what lessons are coming up for us in the relationship that we need to heal. Yes, cycles. Yeah. This is about the cycles of your life, okay? What do you need to focus on now? What do you need to change? And I'm getting here, it's time to change some of these toxic cycles. It's time to change this bloodline repetition. Your parents did it, your grandparents did it, your aunties and uncles and everyone else did it, and this is where I need to be. No. You be you. You be your truth, okay? Close out the toxic cycles. Identify where you're following this same patterning just because you're fearful of the repercussions and the judgments of what this will bring in. This is your life. This is your choice, and you get to make these decisions for you, for your greatest and highest good, and for your joy. And it's okay for someone, I need to say this to, it is okay to feel joyous and to feel happy. Yeah, okay, because someone's coming across with a bit of martyr energy here. Okay, let's get some tarot. Let's look at what Spirit's advice to us in relation to this connection. Get 4 and I'll get a messages card. 6 of Wands. Yeah. There's definitely success here. There's definitely success here, but I'm also feeling there's a bit of ego here as well, around this judgment. You know, what will other people think about me? Yeah, there could be some abandonment wounds here as well coming up with this ego. Fear of not being loved, fear of being rejected, fear of being abandoned. But if you can get past that fear, because you don't know that that is going to happen for a fact, then you might, you know, get to a better stage of success and making it work. Yeah, 9 of Wands. There is a definite defensive energy here. And it might be just, you know, start defending yourself here. Start standing up for who you are, for what you are. And it's okay to be different. Just because you're born into that family doesn't mean you have to be the same and carry that bloodline tradition all the way through. What else have we got? Wow, okay, yes. Look at all this energy here, guys. Look at all these wands. This is like someone that's putting a guardrail up around them. I feel like they're just hiding themselves away. And, you know, when they get back into this connection, it's the only time that they feel this pure joy and passion and feel themselves. This is really sad. What else is Spirit saying? Yeah, King of Pentacles. So it's time to step into the truth of who you are. You could be in a family situation. You could have, you know, financial family commitments that are burdening you at the moment, or that you're worried about keeping. And it might mean that you need to look at how you can change that and how you can create new, but how you can still do the right thing by you. Do the right thing by you as well. I'm getting someone here that is really struggling to speak their truth, because my throat chakra is closing up here. Someone that is that has a lot of responsibility in the family or community unit, and they're struggling, really struggling to put themselves first. I feel like that this person here and the person in this relationship are two completely different people. Okay, what else? Get a message. Oh, I love Spirit. Look at this. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Yeah. And this is this person, right? This passionate, beautiful soul that is most happiest when they're their true essence, their true authentic truth, right? Nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Not this person here that's just dialing out the cash, that's managing the finances, that's looking to see that everything runs smoothly, that feels so defensive all the time, that feels they have to be in a space of ego, of constantly protecting themselves, right? Not at ease, not allowing any joy to come into their life. Wow, guys. Really, really strong reading, this one for pile number 4. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you like it. If you do, please give us a thumbs up, because it's a good exchange of energy and I appreciate it. Also, let me know if you like this this style of reading, and we can do some more picker cards. All right, guys, have an amazing week. Bye.